We have serious questions concerning the actions taken by Director Wray and ordered by Attorney General Garland to raid Mar-a-Lago and the personal residence of Donald Trump. Earlier this week, we requested that they disclose to our committee the national security basis upon which that they have ordered this raid.
That was Republican Congressman Mike Turner earlier this morning with members of the House Intelligence Committee calling on the Department of Justice to reveal what the national security threat was, which forced them to raid Donald Trump's home. Joining us now to talk about some of the threats, former senior naval intelligence officer and lawyer, by the way, John Jordan. John, as you have seen this unfold, what are your thoughts here?
Well, there's a lot of questions here. First of all, the magistrate signed the warrant on Friday, yet they waited until Monday. At the same time, the Justice Department and supporters of this tactic are saying that it was very urgent and they couldn't get it via subpoena or administrative process. So that's a question. There's also the issue over classification. A lot of stuff is classified that kind of ought not to be. Anybody that's worked in that area knows that. Secondly did the president declassify it? He had ultimate authority to do so. And then you look at who packed these boxes up. Was it the General Services Administration? If it wasn't Trump himself, did he know? Did he not know? Was it classified? Was it not classified? Too many questions. And so it's kind of hard to see that this is anything other than a paper chase right now, especially if the FBI won't, in a classified setting, talk to the Judiciary Committee or the Intel Committee about what their concerns were.
Does the fact that this is a former president of the United States bother you at all?
Well, yeah, there's so much to bother you here, and it's really hard to write this off and dismiss this, especially on the heels of the FBI's behavior in the Russia collusion investigation and reliance on the Steele dossier. It'd be easy to give the FBI the benefit of the doubt if there wasn't this history of Peter Strzok, Lisa Page, Peter Kleinsmith, the FBI attorney who lied on a form. If they hadn't give Hillary Clinton largely a free pass on something where there's a lot more greater volume of documents on her server. So again, it's just part of a pattern, and that's very disturbing.
And then let me ask you, as a businessman, what your thoughts are. I don't know if we can take a shot of the floor of the House, but we're looking at another bill getting passed by Congress, going to spend hundreds of billions of dollars once again. And then in this case, it looks like they're going to be taxing people, including those that make under $200,000, despite that, according to the CBO, by the way. You're a businessman. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, well, the CBO hadn't scored it until recently. They hadn't scored it when the Senate voted. A couple of things in this bill. In addition to the 87,000 IRS agents, they're going to have to go after somebody. There aren't 87,000 billionaires for them to go after. So they're going to have to go after smaller businesses. About 37% of the American public does their taxes by themselves. They're going to be gone after. But there's some hidden gems in here too, Bob. For example, there's a 16.2 cent tax per barrel of imported petroleum products or oil that's going to be passed along to the American consumer. And this is on the heels of sky-high energy prices, with an administration which is very transparent about the fact that they wish to end domestic petroleum fossil fuel production inside the United States. And that's going to be passed on to the customer, to the public. And it's not just paying at the pump. I mean, you need energy to do everything from pasta to steel. And so that's going to wend its way through the economy. We're going to have hundreds of billions of dollars of new spending that has to be borrowed, that's going to be injected in the economy. So you have to ask yourself, what brought us into this inflationary environment? And how is this a departure from that which brought us here to begin with?
All great questions, John, which is why we have you on. John Jordan, thank you so much for joining us, sir.
My pleasure.
J.P. Morgan's CEO is warning that an economic hurricane is coming. Are you preparing? If you don't do anything, your 401k could be a 201k, and that is not good. So call our trusted friends at Lear Capital. For 25 years, Lear has helped investors own gold to protect against market chaos. It's a good thing. They can help you too. Get your information and up to $15,000 in bonus IRA gold. Just call this number, 800-880-4300. That's 800-880-4300.